Happy Saturday afternoon, you guys. Welcome to Beyond the Veil. I am Adina. I am pleased to meet you if this is your first time watching any of my videos. And if you are an OG Busted baby, welcome back. I'm glad to see you amongst the land of the living. Since this video is going to be on the attack in New Orleans, that I'm sure most of you guys know about, I'm going to start with giving my condolences to anyone who is affected or was affected by directly by that attack on innocent people in New Orleans. If you lost someone, or if you know someone who was lost, or just if you are grieving like a lot of the nation is grieving, my condolences to everyone who has been negatively impacted by that, especially those who've been impacted directly. In one of my private videos, I mentioned something that I think is directly related to that, because even though I looked at it from a spiritual perspective, I could see how it played out in the physical. It was about the holy, quote unquote, holy doors that was recently opened by the Pope during the winter solstice that we celebrate as Christmas. And I kind of, just to summarize, because I'm going to leave that conversation for my members only subscribers, but I mentioned it unleashing a spiritual war. And then right after that, we start seeing an uprising in violence almost simultaneously. And so that's why I mentioned that I think it's directly correlated to that event. So I'm just going to take a look into the situation that happened in New Orleans. You guys, excuse me if my hands are ashy. I just washed them and I don't feel like putting on any lotion, and it's cold outside, so just deal. I just got finished washing my hands and stuff, my face and all that good stuff. So I want to start with an oracle message, since this is perceived as some sort of enemy attack. I'll say that because I don't know if I'm allowed to say the T word on YouTube. Most High Mother and Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you for those who are with us, with us alive. And thank you for the ones who are with us on the other side of the veil. Even though their circumstances were unfortunate, I still give thanks for their energy that still persists. Thank you for YouTube. Thank you for everyone watching me as well. Most High, when it comes to the situation that happened in New Orleans, the enemy attack as it is perceived to be so, can you give me a message from the divine about that situation that we should know for our highest good? Also, you guys, the Venus ceremony is going to take place January 31st. Beyond the Veil, adina@gmail.com if you'd like to participate. You are good enough is the message concerning that situation. Spirit, can you give me, because I don't know if that has something to do with the Venus ceremony, Spirit, when it comes to the people and what we need to know about the situation, the massacre that happened in New Orleans most recently. It's time to release negativity, show the world the real you, is what just flipped out, and I still want to pull one. communication is key. I don't need to pull one. Those came out for a reason. Okay, hold your vision. Because hold your vision is on the bottom, I would like to believe that this was planned and it was timed. Planned and timed. And again, I do believe that, as I mentioned in the video that I did as a subscriber request video about the drones or whatever people were seeing in the sky, I mentioned that it has something to do with the moon. I believe that a portal was opened, for one, during the rare moon that just recently happened on December 31st, or I believe that's when the energy manifested from a ritual done on Christmas or around Christmas, the winter solstice ritual. And those doors that were opened, I believe, were portals. I believe that it has something to do with the moon, which is the Earth's portal. I believe that things were unleashed, and a manifestation of that is kind of what we see playing out today in the uprising of violence and chaos. On a mundane, practical level, I believe that this event was timed and it was planned. I believe that because You Are Good Enough came out, I believe that the person who did this or the people that did this have a feeling of honor attached to it. I think this is a message that is being sent. So I do not feel like this is an isolated event, because Show the World the Real You is here. So I believe that these are planned events that may have something to do with each other, even though they may seem like they don't. Maybe even the assassination of Brian Thompson, maybe or maybe not, but that situation in front of the Trump Tower, the situation in New Orleans, at least, I believe that those have something to do with each other, or in a same vein of energy. And I believe that they were planned, and that the reason of actually carrying them out was to send some sort of message. Maybe not to people like you and me, maybe to someone higher than you and me, but we, everyday people, we are the casualty of this war, it seems to be. Spirit, can you give me one tarot card to clarify what these messages are that came out as it relates to the attack in New Orleans? One tarot card to clarify and expound on the oracle cards that came out. Whew. Again, I think that this is planned. I believe that these are foreign entities, and obviously the person who they attached to, the suspect that they attached to this crime, was a foreign entity that gave reasons that this may have happened. I believe I haven't followed up too closely on the details, but I believe that there could possibly be more, or this was these events together were the culmination. And I have a hard time believing that these two events, meaning New Orleans and the Trump Tower events, I don't think that those are all that these people have planned, because there's still 5 more swords that haven't been staked in the ground. They haven't been done. So I do believe that those two events were related, and I believe that there could be more that are planned. I believe that there could be more that are planned. I don't know if there's a woman involved in this in some way. The man that did this and a woman. It was intended to be done at a time where there would, at a time and a place where there would be lots of people, festivities going on. It just flew out. Page of Pentacles. I wonder if they wanted to do a bombing. I wonder if that was a part of the plan somehow. Or this could be the Trump Tower Cybertruck situation. I believe it's connected to the people who did this in New Orleans. No, I believe that they also could have planned to do a bombing in New Orleans, but for some reason it didn't go successful. It didn't go as planned. Something didn't go as planned. I think what was done was improvised, because I believe a bombing was the original plan. And for some reason it didn't go off, or that plan didn't go as planned. So this was improvised. Let me see why it didn't go as planned. What stopped that with this Six of Wands in reverse? Oh, I'm cold. I'm going to have to put my robe around me, child. Justice. I wonder if somebody got caught, maybe arrested before they could fulfill their part of the plan, or if they're, I don't know, if somehow the police got involved and maybe stopped. Maybe the police found out about the plan. Maybe the police arrested someone, has someone in custody. Let me look at this Justice card. I think the police has someone in custody who didn't get a chance to go through with their part of the plan. And so the rest of the group maybe had to go along without them and figure out something else to do. I believe that the person who did this is no longer living, and I believe that the intention was for it to always be that way. So if it was a supposed to be a bombing, I don't know if they ever intended to live. Let me look into the Page of Pentacles, because that's what makes me think that it was supposed to be a bombing. Let me see. I think that it was supposed to be planted and for the person to walk away after it was planted somewhere close to the crowd. King of Cups. I don't know if one of the men is a water sign, but somebody didn't get a chance to do it. Or they were supposed to go take themselves out, or go with whatever device they planted. Either way it goes. I think there was a woman involved who was directly involved. Maybe even she got thwarted from doing her part of it. It just seems like the plan got all messed up because one person maybe got caught by the police or something. This person maybe have cooperated or is cooperating with the authorities because the plan didn't go. I think that now this is a Cybertruck situation. If they have someone in custody from the Cybertruck situation, then they didn't get to participate or do their part in the New Orleans situation, which is why it went the way it did, I believe. Because the situation at the Trump Tower happened first. All right. Spirit, I would like to know, will there be any more attacks like this from the same group of people in the future? And can you just give me one card to confirm or deny that? And we'll take it from there. Spirit, will there be any more attacks that are related to this attack in New Orleans and the Cybertruck attack at the Trump Towers? Will there be any more enemy attacks, quote unquote enemy attacks, like those in the future from the same group of people? One card, yes or no? Will there, won't there? Have they been neutralized? I don't think that we've seen the end of this because they didn't get them all. I think that there are multiple people in a group who are working together. I think all of them are willing, or at least some of them know that they will have to perish with the cause. So as long as they don't have all of them, I think that there will be more. I think there are more that are planned. And I think these are people, again, from the East somewhere, that have a belief of some sort of paradise on the other side because of what they're doing, or some sort of benefit awaiting them on the other side because of what they're doing. Clarify this Ten of Swords in reverse, Spirit. I think there is more devastation to the nation planned. I think that this is an attack on America and the West. These are people that I believe feel like America is the beast and needs to fall. The stars need to fall, like the stars on our flag. I think that there may be some attacks that are prevented, because I think someone in custody may speak. However, Spirit, one more card. Will there be any more attacks like this in the future? I don't know who this woman is attached to this situation. Queen of Cups in reverse. I think that someone, again, may talk and that some events will be prevented. I believe that there's a good chance that they may stop further attacks like this from happening, at least in the near future. I believe that the group may be injured because someone close to it could be in custody or on the police radar. And so I believe if they will have to regroup and replan everything and re-strategize. If so. All right, you guys. But I don't think that all of them from this group are completely neutralized. I just think that they're wounded now and they have to regroup because future plans have been thwarted, because I believe somebody is going to injure their plans by snitching. All right. Love you guys. Bye. Be safe.